Hi there, we're in the children's library. I hope you're enjoying all these wonderful stories that we've had. And today's story is about seasons of the year, and the title is Such a Little Mouse by Alice Schertle and Stephanie Yu. Way out in the wide world, there's a meadow. In the middle of the meadow, under a clump of dandelions, there's a hole. It's almost so small you can't see it. And way down deep in the hole lives a mouse. Such a little mouse, with his smart gray coat, with his ears pink as petals, with 3 twitchery whiskers on each side of his nose. Every morning in spring, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse. Off he goes into the wide world. He sees a snail climbing up a fern. He watches the busy bees on the clover blossoms. Busy, buzz, buzz, say the bees. He hears a woodpecker, rat-a-tat-tat, hammering a tree. The little mouse looks at himself in a puddle. Hello, self. See him looking at himself in the puddle? When the day is done, he brings a little round seed home in his mouth. He packs it away in his storeroom, way down deep in his hole. Every morning in summer, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse. Off he goes into the wide world. Here he is over here. He watches the beavers working in the pond. He visits a toad who lives under a flower pot. It's dark in here, says the little mouse. That's the way I like it, says the toad. He sees a prickly porcupine. When the day is done, he brings a sprig of watercress home in his mouth. He packs it away in his storeroom, way down deep in the hole. Every morning in autumn, 1, 2, 3, he pops out of his hole. Such a little mouse. He goes off into the wide world. And look for him here. He tunnels under a pile of leaves. Rustle, rustle, rustle go the leaves. He feels the autumn wind tickle his whiskers. Winter is coming, whispers the wind. He watches the geese flying overhead. Honk, honk, they cry. Winter is coming. He sees a line of tiny ants marching along. The little mouse puts his petal pink ear close to the ground. Winter is coming, say the tiny ant voices. When the day is done, he carries an acorn home in his mouth. He packs it away in his storeroom, way down deep in his hole. Look at all the things he has in his storeroom. Wonder what he's going to do with all of those. One morning, when the little mouse peeps out of his hole, it is winter. The grass and the flowers and the weeds are gone. Snow covers the meadow and the trees. Brrr, says the little mouse. Back he goes into his warm hole. He makes a loaf of acorn bread. He makes seed and watercress soup. He snuggles up under a little moss blanket with a book of mouse tales. Do you like to go to bed with a book of story tales and nursery rhymes? I do too. Such a little mouse, all snug and warm, deep down in his hole until spring. And that's what the little mouse did year-round. Thank you.